Now I want to talk to you guys about matcha. So matcha is by far my most favorite discovery of tea. Now, for those of you that don't know, so matcha comes from green tea leaves, but it is ground down into a very fine powder. So they take the stems and the veins out of those green tea leaves, and then they put it into a stone mill and they grind it down to a super fine powder. And I'm not actually going to open it right now because it's just going to get everywhere. But they grind it down into a really super fine powder. Now, what happens is you take the powder and you mix it in with either a hot cup of water for a hot matcha. You can mix it into a cold cup of water and have a cold matcha. There's many different ways you can use it. You can sprinkle it over your oatmeal, sprinkle it into your smoothies. There are the ways to use it are endless, okay? And I'm going to give you some tips on how to use matcha. But first, let's talk about why matcha is so great. Because it's ground down into a powder from the green tea leaves, and we use that powder, we're actually consuming the tea leaves themselves in a powdered form. And as we know, green tea leaves are very, very, very high in antioxidants. So we're getting that full nutritional benefit by consuming the leaves themselves versus, let's say, steeping it into water or using an infuser and drinking it as a steep tea, right? So that is the primary difference between matcha and then infusing a green tea into your hot water or your cup. Now, I just love matcha. Matcha tends to be very high in caffeine. So for those of you looking to switch from perhaps coffee into tea, matcha can be a really great option for that. I like to have matcha before I get my workout in, to be honest. I use the cold matcha. They have some sweet matchas. So I like to use the sweet lemonade one, and I have that before I go work out, and it kind of gives me that little energy boost that I need. Now, the great thing about matcha versus coffee is it's going to give you that sustained level of energy throughout the day, whereas coffee tends to bring you up real fast and then drop you off real fast. So it's like you have that boost and then you have that crash. And if you keep drinking coffee, that's the cycle. Matcha tends to give you a more sustained level of energy throughout the day. So the matcha that Sapology offers is the number one selling matcha in North America. And there's a reason for that. Their matcha is super duper clean. There's no pesticides. It's certified lead free. There's no artificial flavorings, even in their sweet line, their sweet matchas. So it is a clean matcha that comes directly from those matcha fields in Japan. They have lots of different types of matcha. So you have your ceremonial grade matcha, which is just the plain old green matcha, right? And you'll find it in the catalog as premium matcha. They also have their sweetened line of matcha. And I actually have some in this little package here. These ones are Matcha Sticks, which are really good and portable to take with you on the go. If I can get it open. So these particular ones are the sweet lemonade matcha sticks, which is what I use, like I said, for before my workouts, but they come in these little stick forms. They're super convenient and portable. So there's lots of different types of matcha that you're going to find. There's also a seasonal pumpkin spice matcha. There is a sweet chocolate matcha. And this I haven't tried yet, but I'm going to try to add that into my peanut butter chocolate smoothie that I make every morning after my workout. So again, matcha is just a tremendous addition to your nutritional regimen. It's got so many benefits, so many antioxidants. It's definitely something that I encourage everybody to try and incorporate into their daily routines.